Today, we're going to discuss a little tip for your walking so that you don't get too sore in your ankles and you don't get tension in your feet, because it can happen when we're learning to walk that we overuse some joints, underuse other ones, and let's just try to make a smooth transition. Stay tuned. I'm Lisa McCall. Posture's my thing, and today's posture point is going to be about a little tip in walking. Often people, when they are learning to walk different, as I show them to push off and glide, they get a stiffness in their leg when the leg comes through. That means you're either going to hit your heel really hard, or you're going to have a lot of tension in your ankle because you're constantly pulling your ankle up too much. So a lot of times when you're learning something new, you tend to overdo in one joint or one area versus another until you get a smooth transition through the whole body. It's just like any sport. You're learning something, it takes time for the body neurologically to pick up on all the areas of the body to get it. Okay, so let's talk about walking just real quick, a briefy review. When I stand, I don't have a butt tucked. If I have a butt tucked, I'm gonna be like this walking, pulling myself forward. If my rear end is back, I've got my crotch of my pants underneath me, I'm upright. You may feel like you're sticking your fanny out, but you're not. And if I lean a little forward, I tip, especially in the beginning when you're learning. If I do that, then I have an easier time pushing off. So if I tip a lot, it really helps, because you're learning how to do it. So I push and I push. Okay, so that's the old push and go. Another thing is I can just play like I'm falling forward and I catch myself. All of those are good. But let's pick up one little piece in here. Say you're going, okay, I got this push off, I got the push off part. Well, there's another little piece if you've got some tightness in the ankle or in the heel hitting hard. And that is when I push off, if I'm pushing off, let's see, I push off with my left, and I'm gonna push, and then I'm gonna bring this knee up. You're gonna need to bring the knee up so that when your leg comes through, you can land real clean. Let's do that again. So here I am. I will push, and I'm gonna bring my knee up a little. You can bring, it's all relative how high you wanna bring your knee. It's enough to where the foot's relaxed. And then you land real clean with the heel. So it's not a hit heel, it's a smooth transition. Now here's where people mess up. If you want to pick your heel up, people will tend to tuck their butt. It's common. Pick the knee up, butt tuck. It's hard to get this subtleness of picking my knee up, but my butt doesn't move, right? I'm not doing this. I'm not going like this. It's subtle. But where you can really practice this to get this is on stairs. If I just kind of squat before I go upstairs and I do this, I can feel it. Oh, my butt's back, my knee's up. My butt's back, my knee's up. And that's where you can find out if you have a tendency to really stiffen your feet and pull your toes up too hard. So here it is again. I'm back here. I'm going to push off and I'm going to pick my knee up a little. And it's really cool because if you see pictures that I've sent you through my newsletter, or often in my newsletter, I'll show you pictures of people walking and Africa and stuff, and it's amazing. A lot of times they really do pick their knee up pretty high, but there's no tucking. It's like they have all this room. They really have a lot of control, and it's real easy to be able to pull up the leg and land. I'm not saying you have to do that, but it's just a matter of having the coordination and the balance. See, this takes a lot of balance for me to stay in this hip and to bring that one up. Stay in this hip. So you can play with that too. Just play with that. Swinging it and see if you can stay steady in the leg that's holding you up. So, stairs, good way to practice. That's your tip for the day.